What's up everybody, Michael Mechanical here. Some of you may be wondering, why am I wearing the bandana again? Well, it just so happens that my hair's a little bit too long and it's been getting in my eyes and literally not up here anymore, it's down here in my eyes. And so it's just in my eyes that it's like, yeah, okay, I'm going to tie it out of the way. It doesn't want to sit over here anymore, it wants to sit down here. And so normally it sits out of the way enough that it's not a problem. Update video on this in the sense that, hey guys, I don't make many videos, I haven't done it for a while, I don't think it's going to happen for a little while, but I'll tell you a story that happened last night. Last night I'm playing a video game, it's called Borderlands 2, and I get a phone call from my neighbour, and he calls me up to ask me if I can break into a Ford Fairlane NC because he locked the car and the key was in there. He can't get in, everything's locked, the boot's locked, the doors are locked, everything's locked. After he left the key in there and put the battery terminals on the battery. And when you do that, what happens is the automatic locking system checks to make sure the car is locked or unlocked, and it does that. And so the locks go down or up. Anyway, puts the battery on and the door's locked on him. He couldn't get into the car. And he had a friend with him at the time, and that person couldn't help him get in the car. That happened. I went over there, couldn't break into the door. Unfortunately, I think with a little bit more time and a few more resources, I could have got in because of the way I was doing it. Now, the door, those locks are square. You can't realistically get anything on it. There is a strong possibility that we could have gotten something on it. We could have maybe pulled it up with a wire. We were using string. I ended up breaking the string in one of the first attempts. And that was horrible because then I had a string in the car that I couldn't do nothing with. So I pulled it back out. And I tried another way. And then I ended up finding there was an easier way in to access the door. And so I used that. I got a lasso. And I had to double lasso it to try and make sure I could get some more surface area, more grip on the part that I was getting at. And it's because the door's apart. And there's this plastic arm and it's just dangling in the door. And there's like these round grooves on it. So what I was hoping to do is get the lasso over that, get onto it, lasso it, hold it, pull it hard, so then the lasso bites and pull it up. It slipped off. Every time we did it, it just slipped off. So I said, even if worst came to worst, we couldn't get it out, open it today. We could have done it tomorrow. Just get some super glue, put it on the thing, push it in, get it on there, pull it, and let it sit. And let it sit until it goes hard, and then boom, like that, we can just pull it, bang, open the door, and clean it up afterwards, sort of thing. We didn't end up going through the door, we went in through the boot. There is no releases for the seats, though, in the boot, and so, luckily, his speakers aren't in the car, and he's going to put some in, but he hasn't put any in yet. Luckily, there's no speakers in the car. He was going to guide me, but he didn't guide me. I ended up finding a button, put my hand through there, put it up, put it on the button, pressed it in, tried to push the seat forward, didn't work. So I just got a little bit more forceful and pushed it even harder, and then I ended up kicking the seat, and then it went forwards. I crawled my ass through that boot, opened the passenger door, opened the driver's door, and then I laid there and I said, now hurry up and get your keys. And I just relaxed there in case he forgot, car got locked again, and I'd have to open the door again and say, now get your keys again. So I had fun with that. Yeah, that's my most recent car story, breaking into an NC Fairlane. I'm not sure how to pull up those latches, because even though we didn't have a key to open up the door, those latches, they're square, they're not round, they don't have nothing really can grab onto. The only things I can think of to pull them up is literally getting a piece of wire, like a hula hoop, but not hula hoop it, getting it on there and then pulling it like this, then pulling it hard to the side and pulling it up, so then it would damage the part, but you'd still be able to get in. And it also creates a spot in which you could get a string on it, pull it lasso, pull it up, bang, easy to get into your own car. But, you don't want to do that because then you create a weak spot and people can break into your car. You don't want that to happen. I'm not sure how people actually do it. That's how I did it. It was going to be easier the way I did it, but it didn't work out the way I was planned, so that's okay. Anyway, good news, bad news. I am now going back to a place called Games Plus. I'm going to be doing work in there on projects. And one of the weaknesses I've got is I can't work any longer than 9 till 2. Beyond that, I have headaches, migraines, and it causes me a lot of grief. And so, I've actually found a resolution to the problem. I don't know if this eye is red or not. This one's a little bit sore. But I found a resolution to it. I found some information to back up my some situation. And I've ended up going and ordering in a pair of glasses. Now, I don't actually need glasses. There's nothing wrong with my eyes in the sense of something majorly bad. Anything that's impairing my vision. One eye is a little bit weaker than the other. That's kind of normal, apparently. When they were putting me on the lenses to see if I could see out of them, I said to them, I don't know if it's a H, I don't know if it's an R, I don't know if it's an N. Then in another picture, I said, that's a H. Makes it a little bit sharper, makes it a little bit more clearer what they're going to do. That's essentially the only problems we found with my eyes. And it's also as a result of fatigue. My eyes are a little bit fatigued, and it should have been done in the morning, not at the end of the day. But they'll benefit me at the end of the day. So maybe I could have gone with the plan of, get some morning glasses, get some afternoon glasses, and switch between the two. That could have been the better idea than, just get some set for how I am now, because I've been in the environment. It's hurt my eyes. My eyes are a bit strained. Everything's healthy about my eyes, and I'm happy that they've said that, because I don't go there. I don't go to the eye specialist. It's like, I don't need my eyes checked. My eyes are perfect. I just have those, if I can pick a problem in my eyes, I'm going to get it checked. But if there's not a problem, it's like, why worry? I have the sensitivity to notice those issues. So I'm getting a pair of glasses with an ultra blue clear filter, something like that. And it's also going to have a glare lens or something on it, and it's going to help with glare. It's going to help with the blue light of the fluorescent lights, because in this room here, I've got an LED fitting. And that LED doesn't affect my eyes so much. I mean, if I look at it, it does actually, hurt your eyes. But fluoros are the worst. They are really bad on your eyes. They can also cause cataracts, apparently, which isn't good. I've still got to finish Dad's white Pajero. Don't have much time for that, so lost time. I've got things to focus on until next month, and I'm on a tight timeline. What I'm going to have to do, though, to try and make sure I have the right amount of money that I need to survive the month and get through my taxes, is what I've got to do is I've got to find some contract work and just do some work. But I've also got my deadline to meet, so that's going to make things a little bit tricky and stingy. So I'm in a bit of a predicament in trying to get through all my taxes and everything I've got to get through. So I can't make any promises that I'll be making videos anytime soon, but the only promise I can make is that I can see this channel has potential still. It's growing. I don't have to work as hard as I have with other channels, and it's just doing it dynamically, and I'm proud about that. The only thing is I can't promise how often I can make content. But we know that the white Pajero is going to go back together again. We know the black Triton is going to end up going together again. And the Tata, we have no idea what's going to happen with that. We'll figure it out in time. It needs a new head gasket and some other stuff. But I think our primary focus is Pajero, secondary Triton, and, in the backups lane is the Tata. Thank you for watching. I got to get onto another video now, and thank you very much for watching. See you later.